Hi guys, it's Adam and welcome to Thursday Talks. So this one is going to be a little bit of a different one. I'm going to talk to you about something that I've sort of, what's the word? Oh god, I forgot the word already. Chosen. Oh my god, that was terrible. Anyway, I have, I'm going to share with you something I've chosen not to share. For the last year on YouTube. And I think it's time now that I've been thinking about it for months, to be fair. I've been thinking, should I put this video out? And it's time now that I share this with you. So basically last year in June 2015, I got an infection. And it lay dormant for about 7 to 10 days, and then it culminated, it sort of came out, culminated, maybe not, that might not be the right word, but anyway, it sort of came out in heart palpitations, and I went to the doctors. That night. I really wasn't feeling good that day. If you've had them before, you will totally understand how horrific they can be, and I mean, in that moment, you just think that you're going to die. You really do. And basically, I went to the doctors. They thought it would be anxiety. They thought it was anxiety. I didn't have a blood test. And they said, go to the doctors in a couple of weeks. You know, because this was like a different doctors than I would normally go. So they said, go back to your surgery in a couple of weeks, and they'll have a chat with you and maybe get you on some medication or whatever. So I didn't do that because the infection came out then, and I got a whole host of symptoms. Blurred vision, memory loss, neck pain, joint pain, chest pains, heart palpitations. God, you know, there's probably things that I'm actually missing. Oh, you know, sniffles and stuff because of the infection, of course. A sore throat, bloody loads of different things. I can laugh about it now, but it was horrible. And basically, I got that, and I was just sent right down. I was in bed every day, got up like for meals, if that, and it was hard, it really was. And through that time, through that sort of month, I stumbled across Nick Hill's videos, and that's how I got into reselling, which I've obviously shared before. But basically, after that period, I was going to the charity shops every now and then, and I'd be very hunched over. I'd be clutching my chest. I just was not at all myself. And then about 2-3 months down the line, so about 3 months from September, I went to the doctors. They said, yeah, it's probably anxiety, da-di-da-di-da. We'll give you medication. I refused to take the medication because I was paranoid, I was anxious, my mind was biased, it was compromised, all that sort of stuff. And it's quite funny now, like, I refused to take the thing that would make me better. Anyway, you can't understand the mind of an anxious person until you've been anxious, but yeah, so I then went to the doctor, then I went back again, and it was, you've got to understand that this was very hard for me to do. I had sort of like white coat syndrome mixed with anxiety, because I did not want to go to the doctors, really did not. And it would, every time I'd go there, I'd get very, very, very horrendous anxiety. And I'd go there, and we'd not solve anything, and we'd come back, and then we'd go there again, not solve anything, come back. Then we switched doctors to basically a doctor who's been with my family and me for a while, and she saw me through a lot of my cerebral palsy stuff. And she said, right, we'll get a blood test, we'll sort something out, we'll see whether there's more of an anxiety here, which is great. I did a blood test. Obviously, that's not a great thing to be doing when you've got anxiety, especially for me. So that was very hard in itself. I mean, all it is a bloody blood test. I mean, bloody blood test. What am I saying? Bloody blood test. Anyway, all it is a blood test. But for an anxious person, the simplest, tiniest little thing, anything, little, like getting in a car for me was hard at that point. And all this time, I'm going to sort of try and follow it along with reselling as well, so there's some reselling content in this video. So all this time I was building up my reselling, getting bits and bobs where I could from charity shops, doing little bits, and it took the focus away from anxiety. And picking and sourcing, oh my god, that is amazing for anxiety, it really is. I don't know whether that's the same for every anxious person, but for me it's very therapeutic. And so then we got a blood test. It showed that there was some infection there, but because a lot of time had elapsed, they couldn't find out what infection, because obviously I'd fought off a lot of it. So then they said you can go to Stoke and you can get a specialist and they'll find the cause. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. No way am I getting in a car for 45 minutes or whatever, going down there only to have a blood test, be in the hospital for 2-3 hours, because hospitals, oh my god, no, I can't do hospitals. Oof, terrible. But like, it's weird because the places that make you better, for me, you're like the most anxious places. I suppose it comes from, because I've been in hospitals a lot of my life with the cerebral palsy and stuff, and I never liked them back then, so maybe it comes from that, and then my anxiety's coming out in a physical form. But anyway, I then eventually got on the tablets. I got on the tablets and I was feeling much better. That then helped me with my reselling. Oh yeah, did I say about quitting my job at the auction house? Basically in June, after like a month or two of not going in and basically messing them about, I said there's no way I'll be able to do my job at the auction house. So that is why I quit. I still love antiques and I will definitely be going back there as a customer at some point when I've got enough of this anxiety pushed away as possible, because it's going to be very anxiety prone for me to go back and see my old work colleagues. That's just another like social form of anxiety. So I'd quit that. College or university, I was doing the uni course at the college, so that's why I say college. That was very hard, and it isn't the main reason, but one of the reasons I quit this year and didn't go on to do the third year was because of the anxiety. Mainly, I already knew then I was into reselling. I wanted to do reselling, so I didn't quit just because of the anxiety. It was because I do passionately really want to do this. I've always wanted to open up my own business, and I've had a really good month this month, so that's awesome. So it was a part of the decision at least, and I was sort of just doing a degree to kill time. To be totally honest with you, I wasn't really. It was like it was a dumb thing. I wasn't really wanting to do it. I was like, yeah, I'd like the piece of paper to say, oh, I'm amazing, I've got this piece of paper, but I'm just doing it to kill time, really. So that's a part of why I quit. But anyway, so January, February, my business was getting stronger, and that was good. I had to, bringing it back to reselling again, because of the anxiety, I couldn't go to car boots much, and that's why there's not many car boot hauls on my channel. I'm not anxious at car boots anymore. I like going to them. I love it. The reason there's not been any car boot hauls over the last month or 2 months is because I've just got so much stock, or I've been buying it online, but I will be getting back to car boots very soon, even through the winter months, because there's some on my way. But yeah, so that's the reason there was no car boot hauls. So I had to adapt. The major thing in business you will have to understand is you have to adapt. And I had to adapt from the offset, so it wasn't anything new to me. I thought, right, where can I get this stock? Can I source enough online? Can I source enough from charity shops? What am I going to do? So I went online a lot. I didn't show half of the stuff on my YouTube video. I still don't. I probably show 10 or 20% if I'm being honest, because I've not got the time for one. I'm so busy, but some of the things I choose not to show as well, but yeah, I was getting a lot of it online, and I adapted, and that was great. Christmas was horrendous. Oh my god, Christmas, I couldn't do it. I just could not do Christmas. It was horrible, and I'm still a little bit worried this year. But I'm a lot better now. So I mean, I will talk about how I am now in a second. But yeah, I'm a lot better now, and sort of between like February and now, I've been focused on a lot of exercise. And I've stepped up my tablets. I had, I'd sort of stepped up my dose, and then recently I've gone back down slightly, which I'm still a bit unsure of. But anyway, I'm feeling okay. So I just wanted to get off the tablets. Basically, I just didn't want to be on them anymore. So I stepped down my dose slightly, and yeah, as I say, I'm feeling okay. But between February and now, I've been really heavily focused on my exercise. Friends and family have been, well, some of them not quite understanding, others very understanding. My mum has been phenomenal through this, and other people they've just been so accommodating, and even just going for things like family meals, I can't do them. I just feel like I can't do them. I mean, I went to one the other week actually because I tried to push myself, and to be fair, I was all right. So. It's basically a mental thing. You've got to get over it. But I felt for so long that I can't do anything, and now I'm in more of the mentality of, well, I'll find it hard, but I'm gonna try. And some things I have to say I can't do. There's things that I know will be hard, and that I just have to say I can't do, and that's another hurdle to get over. And I'm trying to get over that, but it's so hard. But in terms of now, a lot of the pains have gone. I get irregular beats and stuff like that in my heart. Which is normal anyway for anyone, but a lot of people don't feel it. I actually feel it, which is not very nice. But anyway, I don't get palpitations anymore. All the side effects from the infection, they've gone, because the infection's pretty much gone now. We're still not sure what it is, and I've been on various tablets and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much gone, or it's gone, basically, is the gist of it. I'm going to the doctors next week to have another checkup and stuff, which I'm not looking forward to. But anyway. Well, not next week, but I've got to schedule the appointment, actually. But it's going to be like, in a couple of weeks. And a lot of the pains have gone, so that's good. I didn't mention that I also had, after the infection had like really started to fade out, I got something called CFS, which is chronic fatigue syndrome, and it makes you very, very tired, like really lethargic. Like, basically, when you get out of bed in the morning, you can hardly get out of bed. That's how bad it is. It really, that was bad as well. But I'm going to put a positive spin on this now. So I've got a strong business from this. I came out of it. Honestly, I'm going to tell you, there was tears, there was pains, there was horrible stuff, and I was not a man for the most part. I was receding away in my bed, I was biased, I was paranoid, I was anxious, and, that's what it did to me. But I'm stronger for it now. I've still got the anxiety, and I'm still battling it, but I know that at some point I will get rid of it. And, I mean, the positives are I built up a business from being ill, so that means that when I'm not ill, my business will be fairly easier to run. I'm not saying it would be easy by any extent, but it will be easier to run, because I've not got the focus on my body and what's happening on my body. For 2, my adaptability skills have improved because I've had to adapt from the offset. And for 3, I suppose, just generally got out of it. I would have loved not to quit my job. I'm not too worried about uni. I was pretty much thinking of quitting that anyway, even like before the anxiety. But the job, I would have liked to continue with that. But then again, if I didn't quit my job, I wouldn't have found reselling. I wouldn't have had that aid when the anxiety struck. And oh no, wait, I wouldn't have had the anxiety. But anyway, this is getting confusing. Basically, if I hadn't have quit my job, I might not have found... Oh, that was it, yeah. If I hadn't have quit my job, I might not have found reselling. And reselling is really, truly, honestly, what I want to do. it's what I've been doing for so many years. I mean, I've done it since I was 13 on and off on eBay with various different things. I actually took my stock when I was 13. I took all my stock in the back of a car on holiday with us. And that's something, isn't it? Taking your inventory on holiday. And I was packaging up on holiday and stuff. So when I was like 13, 14. But yeah, so it made me stronger. I'm still battling it, as I say, but I'm gonna get there. So I just want to say thank you for enjoying this video, enduring this video. And if you suffer with anxiety yourself, please don't hesitate to contact me on my Facebook page below. We don't have to talk about the anxiety, we can just have a friendly chat about reselling. I don't mind, but if I can support someone else with this, then that's great. And as I say, sometimes it's not great to talk about it, other times it is. You've got to pick and choose your moments with it, I think, over my experience with it. And basically, just we can have a chat if you would like to, if you suffer with anxiety. And I'm just thankful of all the support on my channel. I've now got 850 subscribers or thereabouts, which is awesome. I will still continue to make reselling content. I think I will update you every now and then on my health progress. But now I'm so much better. I mean, I'm doing a lot more exercise. I'm doing 3-4 walks a day. I'm doing 10,000 steps. And without reselling, I couldn't do this. I mean, oh my God. I couldn't do the walks. I couldn't do the exercise because I'd have to be working in that time. But reselling, I do a lot of my work at night, or I just do it like randomly throughout the day. And reselling is perfect for illnesses, like, you know, just like anxiety, because you can work around your illness. And yeah, I mean, it's so good. I'm just so happy I found it, and I'm so happy I'm doing it. And you know, so anyway, I'll leave it at that because we're getting to 17 minutes now. I will do all of Thursday Talks questions I got last week. Next week, if you would like to drop any questions below, please do so. And let's just stay positive, and enjoy your body. Use it in every way you can. Make sure you're exercising regularly, because that is a big one. And I know the importance of exercising regularly because of basically going through hell when I wasn't exercising regularly. But yeah, so I'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you for watching, and thanks for all the support on my channel so far. I will be back with hauls and all that sort of stuff in the next few days. And of course, it is the Sunday stroll on Sunday. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next one.